YouTube so ada update dah. Okay, Assalamualaikum and welcome to Dynamics ECS 429. We are at week 5. Betul tak? Kan? We are at week 5 and today is 11th November 2021 and it's 11:16 a.m. Okay, so today we are going to start our class. Okay, open a new page. Okay, we're gonna start our class and continue our lesson with topic chapter 2. However, we're gonna focus on radial and transverse. Okay, so for Newton's second law, so if you remember, we have learned about we are in topic chapter 2, but we're on kinetics. As you can remember, kinetics of particles are questions that are related to forces. Okay, they are the forces involved. So if you remember, so for today's class, we're going to focus on radial, R, and transverse. Sorry, hold on. Transverse. Okay, radial and transverse component. Yes?
Macam ada share screen tak?
My goodness, I did not share screen. Okay, kita kena share screen. Okay. Okay. Okay, I hope yang the rest is not sleeping. Okay, only one person sedar. Yang lain diam je kan. Okay, now can you see my screen?
Yes, madam.
Okay, so for today's class, as I mentioned, we are going to focus on topic chapter 2, kinetics, which involve forces, but we're going to do questions that are related to radial and transverse. So basically, if you have a particle, so the direction of the R and theta, radial and transverse will be like that. So you have to come up with the equation FR and F theta, and obviously summation of FR will equals to MAR, and then summation forces of F theta will equals to MA theta. And do you remember what is AR? What is AR? You remember? What is the formula for AR? Kita have learned it before. Remember in kinematics? Try to open your notes. The formula for AR. What is the formula for AR? R, remember? AR ialah R double dot lagi minus R theta dot squared. Remember this?
Yes.
So why so quiet? Okay. Lapar ke? Tak makan lagi ke? R theta and then what? Double dot plus 2R.
Plus 2R dot
Lagi
theta dot
dot. And then what are the other formulas you also know? What do we have? We have VR equals to R dot. And what else you have? V theta
V theta equals
equals
to
to,
R theta dot.
yes, okay. And we have gone through this, we have gone through the formula for AR, A theta, VR, V theta, V theta, okay. So those are all the components for the curvilinear motion, which is R theta. Okay, so for the curvilinear motion, this R dengan theta is expressed in polar coordinates, R theta, R dengan, what I mean is R, radial and transverse ni is a polar coordinate. Alright, okay, so that one you understand. Okay, so it's very clear. And all the diagrams kita dah go through, kita dah lukis dah previously. So we now can focus and try to do some questions that is related to this topic. Okay, so can we do one question? Okay, there are a number of questions that I would like to do with you. Okay, let's do this question. Okay. Now. Okay. Are you okay, guys? Can we terus go to the question?
InsyaAllah.
Hmm. Pen apa? Pen juga. Oh, okay. Are you copying, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, dah salin lah.
Tengah lukis diagram itu.
Okay. Okay. Let me know when you're done.
Done, madam.
Okay, done. Okay, the smooth 0.5 kg double collar can freely slide on arm AB. So dia boleh slide on arm AB. Okay, and the circular arm AB and the circular guide rod. If the arm rotates with a constant angular velocity, so arm ni yang kuning ni dia boleh rotate at a constant, okay, constant angular velocity of theta dot equals to 3 radian per second. Determine the force of the arm exert on the collar at an instance of 45 degrees. So kita need to draw the force exert on the collar. So let's say this is our collar yang tu, and then you have a force, okay? But first we need to draw the direction of the radial. So this will be, of course, our direction of the radial, and this will obviously be direction of our transverse lah. And then the force, because kita exert a force, this akan jadi the force lah. Okay, so this is the force. So this is the diagram. This is our free body diagram. Dekat sini dia tak ada weight because dia dah atas tu. So this one will be the normal force. Okay. So the normal force is N. Okay, and then there is a force F acting on the arm. Okay. So there you have a force acting on the arm. Okay, so the force F, kalau you perasan, is perpendicular to the arm, perpendicular to the arm AB, okay, okay, which is in the direction of theta. Okay, so the direction of theta ni, nampak angle theta ni, so this will be our theta also lah. And our theta kat sini dia bagi 45 degrees lah. Okay, alright. So that one kita faham. So this one will be AR. This one will be A theta. Okay, alright. So semua understand that is our free body diagram lah. And then our kinetic diagram will be the same lah. R M E. Okay, so then kita need to write down the equation involved. So diagram kita dah faham. So kita need to write the equation. So the equations that is involved is the equation of motion. So the equation of motion that we're talking about is, as I mentioned, Fr equals to MAR, and the radial direction is positive like that. And then we have the transverse F theta equals to MA theta, and the positive direction is going that way. So for FR, if you notice, what is in the FR direction? What is the forces in the R direction? Tak ada. It means our normal Fn ni kita kena buat apa? Kita kena resolve lah. Betul tak? And how do you resolve it? One will be N cos theta.
Cos
Yes.
theta.
And the other one will be
And
N
sin theta.
theta. Okay. So FR will be uh um um
And
uh
cos theta.
hmm. Okay. All right. Wait. Okay. The normal force is actually pointing downwards. Ni salah. Let me correct that one. Let's assume our normal force pointing downwards. It's okay. You can actually assume it to point upwards or downwards. But if you get your answer to be negative, it means the assumption that you have assumed earlier is the opposite direction. Itu saja. Okay. I would like to assume it to be pointing downwards. Okay. So kita akan jadi benda tu bila kita resolve. Also benda ni pun terbalik. Okay. Let me betulkan. Tak keluar. Oh ni. Okay. Allah, dia terus padam ni. Taklah. Okay, let me correct that one. So, if we are pointing that way, this one will be n cos theta. Pointing this way will be n sin theta. Okay, so this is an assumption. So, it will be negative n cos theta. Okay, equals to MAR je lah. And this one will be of course also in the other direction it will be n sine theta, tapi we have another value which is f in the same direction of the transverse, so it will be plus f lah, equals to m a theta. Okay, so let's just replace m with the mass is already given, so it will be negative n cos theta 45 equals to what is the mass? 0.5. 0.5 AR. And then this one also negative n sine 45 plus f equals to 0.5 a theta. Okay, so we have these two formulas already. The question is they ask you to find the force. So you have equation 1 and you have equation 2. So the question here is find the force. But at the same time, you can find n also. Okay, so how do we find f and n? Okay, so we need to replace our values for AR and A theta. So it means if you need to replace value of AR and A theta, it means you need to find what is R double dot, all that things lah. R dot, what is R? Okay, now from the question, do we know what is R? We are given R, isn't it? R is 0.8 cos theta. So 0.8 cos 45 equals to berapa? R is given, What is your R? Can you please calculate? Do you get the same answer as me?
0.565.
Okay, in meters, So what is R double dot? First derivative, what is cos? Cos theta, dia jadi apa?
Negative sign.
Sine.
Yes.
Negative
Negative. Oh,
sign,
kenapa
negative
ketawa? Negative sign theta dot. So dia akan jadi negative 0.8 sine 45. And then what is your theta? Dot 3. Betul tak? 3 radian per second kan? Given angular velocity tadi berapa? 3 radian per second. Okay. So calculate this one. What do you get? Do you get the same with me? Negative 1.6971, something like that. Meter per second. Don't forget your units. So what is R double dot pula? This is maths, You'll be 0.8. Jadi apa? Sine, do you remember? Okay, cuba Google sekarang. Kalau tak ada Google ataupun you've taken calculus, patutnya dah belajar ni. Double dot plus cos, jadi sin cos plus cos kan? Okay, alright, so this is simple maths, okay. Adalah sikit sometimes in dynamic dia suruh you do understand fundamental maths ni sikit. So jadi sin 45 and then theta double dot jadi 0 plus cos theta ialah 45 and then theta dot ialah 3. Okay. So when you calculate ni, what you get? Sama tak? Do you get the same answer as me? Sama tak? So maybe what is best preparation for your upcoming tests, upcoming, assignment yang ada, whatever derivative, integration, cos, sine, ln, semua tu you need to be up to date lah. Okay, sebab open book, so you can have the notes ready ataupun carilah contoh-contoh soalan apa, calculus yang macam ni, yang ada integration, differentiation semua tu lah, yang ada sin, cos, ln ke cotangent ke semua tu, get ready that notes lah. So in case kalau ada, you know lah how to do it lah kan, sebab open book kan. So sometimes benda ni berlaku lah in the test ke apa kan. Tapi usually kita orang takkan bagi yang susah-susah lah yang ni. Alright, just get ready So do you get the same answer?
Miriam.
Ya.
Sekejap.
Simple maths ni
Dia
shouldn't be question.
Kalau yang cos 45/3 kan, saya boleh je buat cos 135 kan? Sebab 45/3 kan? Saya dapat lain sekejap.
Apa? Cos apa? Macam mana?
Kalau cos 45/3 dia boleh sama dengan cos 135 kan?
Tak sama.
Cos
Lain.
45/3. Oh.
Oh, lain. Cos 45 ni untuk angle. Degree. Cos 45, sin 45 angle. Dia bukan cos 45 kali 3. Salah. You dekat calculator, you kena tekan cos 45 dulu. And then you kena tekan kali 3. Bukan 45 kali 3 ya. Okay. Alright. Rasa macam rotan-rotan je. Okay.
Macam tak dapat Ke saya je tak dapat?
Ni kosong kan?
Yang tu kosong.
Sebab ada kuasa 2.
Oh, ada kuasa 2.
Dah kuasa 2 belum? Ada
yang
ni
belum saya kuasa 2. Saya tak perasan yang tu.
Okay. Tambah rotan dia jadi lagi panjang. Okay.
Dapat.
Okay, tak apa. Tak dapat juga?
Silap kat mana Saya dapat 3.78.
Cuba tanya kawan yang lain dapat tak?
Dapat.
Kawan yang lain dapat. You pakai kalkulator apa? Sambil tu I tekan pop it Okay, tengok ni pop it. Tahu pop it?
Pop it?
Ni pop it. Tak tahu? Tak nampak
Tak.
Ni Pikachu.
Ya.
So kalau stress dengar tekan kalkulator salah, I tekan pop it lah. Okay. Tak adalah, saja je. Okay. Alright. So next, kita bolehlah dapatkan AR. Okay. So AR, kalau you remember the formula, ialah R double dot minus R theta dot squared. Okay, jangan lupa So R double dot adalah, mana kita punya R double dot adalah negatif 5.091 ni meter per second kan, square, minus R kita adalah 0.5657. Okay, ni meter. Okay, dengan you mungkin terpaksa tulis unit ni. Sebab kalau tak you silap. Kali theta dot ialah 3 radian per second. Okay, jangan lupa ada kuasa 2 kat sini. So, apa jawapan dia? Lepas tu kita boleh cari A theta pula. A theta adalah R theta double dot plus 2 R dot theta dot which is equals to berapa? R kita adalah 0.5657 meter. Ni kosong campur 2 R dot negatif jangan lupa negatif 1.6 971. Baguslah you tekan calculator tu sebab you tak puas hati selagi you dapat. Yang lain pun dalam kelas ni make sure you sendiri yang tekan. Jangan tengok saya bagi jawapan, oh you ikut je jawapan tu. Itu tak nak Okay. Selagi tak
Madam,
tekan pakai calculator sini. Ya.
dia tak payah dalam Radian calculator tu. Sebab kalau
Tak payah.
kalau tak dalam Radian dapat. Oh, okey, patutlah. Okey. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Angle, benda tu memang dah radian. Angle tu you dah multiply dalam theta. Terus je lah jawapan tu. Okay. So apa jawapan ni? Dapat sama tak? Apa jawapan? Lepas tu dapatkan saya apakah normal force dengan apakah F. Okay, tolong calculate. Okay, sambil tu saya boleh main pop it. Simple, dimple. Dah? Hmm? Dah ke? Yo yo. Lamanya? Okay, tak apalah. Kita tak ada masa dah. Aku dah tutup dah jawapan dia. Ke saya tak online ni? Saya online ke? Ke dah terkeluar? Hello? Ada je online. Okay. Apa jawapannya? Betul tak? Sama tak?
Sama.
Kenapa lambat sangat bagi tahu?
7.199.
Okay,
F
betul.
negatif
Kosong.
0.
Okay. Alright, so tu jawapan dia. Okay, so basically benda ni similar macam topik kinematics tapi yang bezanya ada F. Okay, so jangan keliru dengan topik kinetics Sekarang ni kita guna Newton second law. Tapi konsep dia nak masukkan dalam formula semua ni sama. Okay, so saya nak bagi satu lagi soalan tapi soalan ni lebih kurang sama macam you pernah buat sebelum ni Okay, one more question Okay. Okey. Yang salin? Tengah? Okey, saya lukis gambar ni Kalau dah buka mic tu cakap je. Tak payah off.
Dia cakap nak ni je nak cakap tengah salin.
Cakap je lah. Respon lah. Saya macam cakap sorang-sorang sekarang ni.
Dari
Macam
mana?
tak ada friend. Sebab you all semua tutup kamera. And then you all tak nak tunjuk diri.
Kamera.
Dia tiba-tiba kamera baru nak cari. And okay, ni theta plot P point E point O Okay lah, sementara you all ni I colour dululah. Okay, I colour. Okay, soalan ni nampak sangat familiar dengan soalan yang kita buat kinematics tu Tapi dia ada beza Okay. Dia beza dia ada force. Okay. Right, kalau dah habis bagi tahu kita boleh baca soalan ni bersama. Ikmal, Harun, you ada kat sini tak? Ke dah hilang dah?
Ada. Ada
Oh,
tapi
kenapa
dia
tu?
macam kejap aja je.
Saya ingatkan
Dia
saya.
kejap.
Okay. Alright. Okay, dah kot Oh, now. So, a block B, soalan ni macam sama, macam similar dengan soalan kinematics kita buat hari tu. Tapi dia ada beza sikit dia ada force So, kita tahu soalan ni, of course kita tahu soalan ni adalah soalan radial and transverse lah. Dan kita tahu arah radial dia ke sini R dan kita tahu arah transverse dia ke sinilah theta lah. Okey, kita tahu soalan ni adalah radial and transverse. Tapi macam mana kita nak tahu soalan ni kinematics atau kinetics sebab ada horizontal force exerted on it. So bila kita nampak ni kita tahu soalan ni adalah kinetics. So jangan confuse dengan kinematics atau kinetics So a block block B mass M. So ni ada block B, okay, block B ni block B. Lagi satu dia ada mass block B ni ada mass M can slide on the frictionless arm. So arm ni dia boleh slide, dia boleh naik atas turun bawah, naik atas turun bawah lah. Okay, rotate in the horizontal plane at a constant rate. theta ni. So dia ada constant rate ni Knowing that B is released from distance R0, so B ni release from R0 from original lah dekat point 0 ni dia release dia naik atas, express in a function of R A components VR. So dia nak you express jawapan dalam components VR of the velocity of block B along OA, and then dia suruh you cari magnitude of the force F. So untuk soalan ni dia suruh you cari VR dengan dia suruh cari force F. Okay, so of course kita kena make sure kita draw free body diagram kita betul. Okay, let's draw our free body diagram. Okay, so okay, saya lukis ni lah. Okay. Okay, ni block B ni. Okay, so force F, so you can assume macam tadi lah, ada force F. Okay, force F. Okay, this will be our free body diagram. Okay, dia akan equal dengan kinetic diagram. Okay, oops. Itu akan equal dengan kinetic diagram. Let's say this is punya tu. Okay, you all lukis cantik-cantik sikit So kinetic diagram dia akan ikut arah positif tu lah. Ni akan jadi MAR. Ni akan jadi MA theta. Okay. So this is our for free body diagram. This is our kinetic diagram. Okay. So of course you kena buat the equation of motion. Okay. So the equation of motion will be summation of forces FR sama dengan MAR. Okay. Tapi R direction dia macam ni. Positif. Okay. And then kita buat summation forces samalah. F theta equals to M A theta. Direction dia positif macam ni. Okay. So what is in the R direction? Kalau you nampak there's no force in the R direction and there's no need for you to resolve also. There's no force in the R direction and there's no need for you to resolve. So dia akan jadi kosong equals to M AR. AR adalah R double dot minus R theta dot, jangan lupa square. Okay. Alright. So mungkin you look at this question, dia tak bagi value pun. Sebab dalam question ni dia suruh bagi dalam dalam sebutan unknowns macam ni. You kena selesaikan dalam sebutan unknowns macam ni. Ada juga soalan dynamics final exam macam tu. So that's why we want to practice this question today supaya you familiar. Okay, and then for in the transverse direction you ada F positive equals to M. Okay, R, okay, theta double dot plus 2, okay, 2 R, and then theta. Okay, alright. Okay, now, so this is the equation, and then you also know there are other equations yang ada VR. Apa formula VR yang tadi? Ingat tak? Tadi kita buat kat mana? Kat sini. Apa formula VR kita tahu? VR equals to R dengan V theta equals to R theta dot. Okay. So kita tulis balik kat sini supaya kita remember all the other necessary formulas. Okay, VR equals to R dot. Sekejap. And then V theta equals to R theta dot. Betul tak? Okay. So basically from this question, you have to come up what is the final answer for VR and what is the final answer of F. Tapi as dia mention dalam sebutan R lah. So macam mana nak buat? Okay. So basically ni simple maths. Untuk kelas tadi saya pun tunggu jawapan dia. Lama dia nak bagi jawapan. So last saya decide saya nak you all cari jawapan sendiri and cari jalan kerjanya and update saya macam mana you dapat. Okay. So saya akan bagi jawapannya. Tapi macam mana daripada dua formula ni, macam mana you dapat jawapan ni? Bagaimana? Bagaimana nak buat? Nak selesaikan? Bagaimana nak selesaikan? So, saya nak bagi jawapan akhir je dan saya minta you figure out. Okey, tapi jangan stres, benda ni simple aja. Benda kadang-kadang benda simple boleh jadi complicated kalau you rasa susah hati lah. Tapi kalau you tak dapat, tak apalah, nanti kita boleh discuss lah. Okey? Okey, saya bagi jawapan akhir. Ha. Sebab banyak juga soalan dynamics final exam dia tak bagi value. Sebab you terlalu biasa dengan soalan yang bagi value, bila dia tak ada bagi value you macam stuck. Tapi janganlah stuck. Okey, benda tu mudah je. Okey. Okey, benda ni simple je. Soalan ni pun sebenarnya ada dalam buku teks Okey, so bagaimana nak selesaikan? Okey, cubalah buat. Okey, sebab selalu sangat bagi jawapan, bagi jalan kerja, bagi semua. So, nak tengok macam manalah you all boleh selesaikan lah. Tapi saya dah bagi jawapan akhir ni, so cubalah buat. Jalan kerja pun dah bagi. Dia sebenarnya ada satu step before you dapat jawapan last ni lah. Tapi cubalah dulu. Okey? Alright, boleh? Okey, so saya rasa itu saja untuk kelas hari ni dah pukul 12. So just to let you know, sekarang ni kita dah week 5. Okey, so I'm going to open back the lesson plan. Kita sekarang dah week 5, okey. Next week kita akan dah week 6. So next week saya akan start bagi you all, um, uh, next week saya akan, start, bagi, you all assignment untuk topic 1. Okay, I akan start bagi you assignment untuk topic 1 and then, after that week 8 kita dah ada test. Test tu akan masuk topic 1, 2 and 3 lah. So maksudnya next week sebenarnya kita dah habis topik, Newton second law topik, Newton second law. So kita ada banyak masa untuk prepare study soalan final and then kita ada banyak masa untuk masuk topik chapter 3. So kita ada lagi 2 minggu untuk tu, untuk prepare you untuk test. So week 8 ni adalah test. So insyaAllah okey kot. Dengan a lot of practice, a lot of exercise, it should be okay. Yang penting at least, semua topik kena sentuh. Sebab you tak tahu topik mana masuk. Faham tak? Kalau mungkin dah masuk assignment nanti ada dalam test. Kita akan pastikan kita akan cover semua topik. Untuk assignment dan untuk test. Together. So memang you kena belajar semua. There's no such thing as tak apalah I kecualikan satu topik lah. You jangan buat macam tu. You kecualikan satu topik nanti you tak understand nanti susah lah. Okay. Sebab at least kita nak make sure you tahu macam mana nak buat. Of course lah mungkin kadang-kadang ada kesilapan, careless mistakes ataupun you punya free body diagram tak lengkap yang menyebabkan you tak dapat jawapan akhir tu. Tapi kalau boleh kita nak elak benda tu daripada berlaku. Okey, task untuk you nak mulakan satu soalan, I rasa you dah mampu, you dah boleh. Tapi nak make sure you tak buat kesilapan careless tu, itu you. You kena make sure, tekan calculator tak salah, faham tak? Masukkan equation tak salah, itu up to you, you yang ni. Tapi jangan risau, what I'm trying to say is make sure you finish and complete the whole question and then you will get marks for method. Okay, method of solution you will get marks. Okay, alright. So assignment week 6 and then you ada test week 8. Okay. Any other questions?
No.
No, okay. So semua tak sabar, semua dah lapar dan kalau macam tu you boleh pergi makan lah. Pergi lunch, makan, isi attendance ni. Saya pun lapar daripada pagi tadi tak makan ni, baru nak pergi makan ni, lapar sangat ni. Saya perasan ada yang tanya saya soalan mengenai apa yang personal WhatsApp saya mengenai, nak buat ni lah, integrate macam mana, sin, cos macam tu. Okey, macam mana tu? Kena Google ataupun cari buku maths atau calculus lama-lama, macam mana nak do differentiation, integration, sin, cos, semua tu lah. Sebenarnya yang, apa tu, theta dot, theta double dot tu tak ada kaitan, itu anu je, dia boleh jadi value lain juga, dia boleh jadi R, dia boleh jadi S, dia boleh jadi K. Tapi macam mana nak buat tu tak apalah, saya dah dapat message, ada somebody dah tanya, nanti saya tengoklah message tu apa yang you sebenarnya tak faham tu, nanti kita cuba, bantulah, okey. Thank you. Dah tak tahu siapa yang hantar ni. Saya ingatkan Ikmal Harun tanya lagi, bukan, rupanya orang lain. Siapa ni? Oh, dia kelas C3, kelas lain. Okey, tak apa. Nanti apa-apa saya update lah. Hmm. Okay, saya rasa saya nak stop recording. So, wish you good luck untuk next week ya. Saya akan bagi assignment, and then in another next week kita akan ada lagi 2 lagi minggu kita akan ada test. So I hope you do very well in your test ya. Okay? Alright. So